You're locked in to Fran Harris's Women's Basketball TV with WNBA champion, NCAA champion, sports announcer, and entrepreneur, Fran Harris. So buckle up, Buttercup. Here's the show.
Well, game one in the books, easily one of the best game ones in the WNBA's history, herstory, easily one for the record books. Now, I don't know who you had in that game, but I'm still basking in the glow of one of the best games I've watched in professional sports in a long time. Pick any identity, pick any league, I don't care. Minnesota versus the New York Liberty in game one of the 2024 WNBA Finals will go down in the books, the record books, as one of the best professional game ones in history. Am I right or wrong? Unbelievable. I can't tell you. I did a quick survey. How many of y'all thought the game was over with the rocky start that Minnesota had? Down by 15, 16, whatever it was. Yeah, when I start doing other things like chores, cleaning out my t-shirt drawer, taking phone calls, when I start doing that kind of stuff during the game, it either means it's already a blowout or I don't think the game outcome is in question. And I started doing that in game one. I was like, oh, this is what's about to happen here? Okay, well, you know what? Let me go clean out my shoeseum, throw some shoes away because I'm kind of purging a little bit, getting to a lot of a minimalist living, lifestyle. I don't need a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Let me straighten up my bookshelf. Let me organize it by category, by topic. I started doing that during the game. Be honest. Did you think that game was over? Did you think Minnesota was going to come back and do what Minnesota did? Now the Minnesota fans will probably say, of course we did. We're tough. Most of us thought, well, New York is going to take this one. I'll get ready for game two. I'm not going to lie. I did. I thought the way Minnesota's body language was looking, they're not going to compete at the level that they need to. And they're going to get so far down in Brooklyn that they won't be able to come back. I wish they would because I don't like bad games. But the reality is when they were down 15, 16, whatever it was, I was like, all right, I'm going to watch the game. I want the ratings. I'm going to do my duty to watch the W no matter what. But this game is probably a wrap. So let me start doing some chores. So that's what I did. Turn the television down, turn the volume down, not even kidding. Turn the volume down, turn some music, told Alexa to start playing my favorite Luther Vandross. Give me some. Then I just happened to walk back in and look at the television. Again, volume down. And I look at the score. I had to put my glasses on. I said, wait a minute, what? Oh, it's okay. Let me put these sneakers down. Let me put these t-shirts down. Let me get back into the game. What? It was crazy. It was absolutely bananas what was happening. And it just got crazier. So let's just jump real quickly into the craziest part. And that was at the end when they were going back and forth with possessions. Clearly, y'all have run this in the ground on the internet. Yes, the ball went off of Stewie. Yes, Fee fouled. I'm amazed that sometimes fandom, people just won't see things that put their teams in a bad light. They won't admit that Fee fouled. Fee fouled. That ball was out on Stewie. Stewie should have made that free throw. Stewie should have made that last layup. And if you notice, when she missed it, she looked at the officials because for 1 second, she could not believe she missed that layup and thought she would look at the officials and say, didn't I get fouled? But I'm proud of Stewie because she ended it with just the look at the official, right? Because that's when you miss a wide open layup and you know nobody fouled you. You want to act like somebody fouled you. You want to act like there's no way I'm missing that layup. There's no way I'm missing that. So she looks at the official. Y'all go back and look at it. Looked at the official like, you're not going to call that? For 1 second. For 1 second, she was human like everybody else. And I am so excited and proud that for the next second after that, she turned around and just, the look on her face was like, I should have made that. Ain't nobody fouled me. I should have made that shot. And that's when I was like, yeah, that's why I'm a Stewie fan. Like, ballers don't fake fouls. They don't look for fouls. They don't complain about they just don't. And in that instance, she knew I should have made the freaking shot. Nobody fouled me. So kudos to Stewie. I know her fans are like, she should have made that free throw. She should have made that layup. But I'm looking at the subtleties in the game. I'm looking at people who complain at the most inopportune times about a no call when they should be focusing and getting locked in on the game. It's your girl, Fran Harris, former WNBA champion with the Houston Comets. It is finally here. Yes, the first novel set in the world of the WNBA. And it's got all the good stuff. It's got love, romance, true crime, forgiveness, redemption, all the stuff you love to see in great novels. If you love Terry McMillan and Waiting to Exhale, if you love Eric Jerome Dickey and all his madness, then you will love Houston by Morning. It's a story of 4 characters, a baller, an agent, a television personality, and a coach. And the way their lives collide into one another is a beautiful mess. Pick up a copy now on Amazon Kindle or at HoustonByMorning.com. And Stewie in that moment looked over there, wanted that foul, and then looked back and was like, I missed it. How do I miss that shot? Like, it's devastating. And here's the other thing, y'all. Everybody who's playing the game, who's played this game at the highest level, played any sport at the highest, has missed a free throw, has blown a layup, has made a bad decision, has done something stupid, has lost their head. Everybody. There's not one player you can name, I don't care how intelligent and wonderful you think they are, that they have not done something dumb or completely out of character normally, or that blew the game for their team. Not one person. I don't care who you are. I see these people in these groups like, Stewie, but Stewie's got to make that. Well, duh, we know she got to make it. But everybody misses a big free throw. Everybody misses a clutch shot. That's just the way it is in any sport. Golf, tennis, basketball, football. That's the way it goes. You hope you don't. You really wish you do. Hope that you don't, but you do. So the only thing you can pray that your best players are doing is not letting it get into their heads. That's what you want to make sure. You hope Stewie could let Thursday night be Thursday night and that it does not impact her today. Because that's when the sin becomes a bigger sin, is when you can't shake it. And when you lose a game that you should win and you miss a shot that you should have made, it can get into your head. So we'll see how Stewie comes out in the first quarter, and we'll know whether she has been able to just like kind of dust that off and put that in the past. But let's talk for the last 2 or 3 minutes about the mighty Minnesota Lynx. And in particular, let's talk about Courtney Williams. Courtney Williams, dog, straight up dog, unbelievable. I'm going to start with the bad things for Courtney. Okay, I'm going to start with the good stuff. Clutch shots, mid-range. Here's the thing, and me included, you've heard me in my videos talk about the fact that she's the master of mid-range. And Courtney had to remind y'all that she could shoot that three-pointer too. She had to remind y'all, like, okay, y'all want to play me for the mid-range? Okay, all right. You forget that I'm just a straight-up baller. I'm a dog. You dare me to be something, and I'm going to be just that. Incredible performance. Absolutely incredible performance. But just to prove that she's human, what did Courtney do late in the game? Courtney gets a rebound. Now, she's a point guard. She's running the show. And she tries to make a bounce pass in the backcourt to a teammate. And here's the thing. What she saw what were the plays ahead. So she's going to pass it to her so she could advance it. But in that moment, when you've got the team that you're playing, the Liberty on the ropes, fighting for their lives, it's a game of time score situation. And time score situation is going to be very different for Minnesota at that time than it was for the Liberty. The Liberty needs the ball.
That's all for now. Before you bounce, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out the merch.
But just keep it in her possession. We didn't, like if I'm on Minnesota, like we don't need you to pitch it ahead. I think they were up like 4 to 6 points at that time. We don't need you to pitch it ahead. We're not trying to score. Our time score situation is very different than the Liberty. And so Courtney needed to hold that ball, to dribble that ball out, to dribble it across herself, make them foul her. Very different last 2 minutes of the game had she done that. But listen, they got the W. It was an amazing game. They made the shots they needed to make. It was incredible. Incredible coaching, spectacular coaching by Cheryl Reeve. We all knew that. But I think some of y'all who were doubting and hating on Cheryl got a chance to see why she's Coach of the Year, why she's won 4 WNBA championships, why she was Executive of the Year. She knows who fits into her scheme. I'll say this, I'll finish this. When I saw Cheryl when I was doing the Dallas game in Dallas this year, I asked her, hey Cheryl, if I were a free agent in the league, and what would I have a problem with you? What would I have trouble with your coaching? She says, I'm going to hold you accountable. I know who fits into my scheme. I know who fits our culture. So I go for those players. And she says, so knowing what I know about you, you would totally be bought into my coaching because you want to be great. Great players want to be coached hard. They want to be coached. And so we don't bring in players that don't want to be coached. Boom. That's it. That's why Cheryl Reeve is Cheryl Reeve. All right. We'll see you guys after the game 2 today between the New York Liberty and the mighty, mighty Minnesota Lynx. Who y'all got? Who y'all got in game 2? We'll see you after the game.
That's all for now. Before you bounce, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out the merch.